Destiny is a funny thing. You never know how things are going to work out, but if you keep an open mind and an open heart, I promise you will find your own destiny someday.
I'm really hoping this is not a terrible setup. You know, it was really funny as I was coming up with the topic for this video. And I wasn't expecting to do anything with Avatar, even though I did it a few months back. But as I've assessed what's been going on and as I chose what I was going to talk about, the Iroh quote, it stuck out so much to me as something so relevant for this type of situation and dealing with uncertainty. This is my discussion on overcoming uncertainty. You know, that's something I've been dealing with. So if there are any of you right now who are watching this and feeling really on edge and just not sure what to do and you're freaking out, like, you know, that can be me sometimes. First, we got to calm down, sit down and meditate for a little bit. You have to clear your mind when you think about these deep contemplations about life and what to do, you know? So sit down, meditate for 5 to 10 minutes. Doesn't even have to be that long. Clear your mind so you can be in the present moment, not projecting onto the future or the past. You're not worrying about that. You want to relax right now so you can think about, okay, what does it want to do? And as you come out of that, you want to ask yourself questions. And they seem kind of simple, but they're very, very important. I think the most important thing is acting in alignment. Am I doing what I want to do with my life? What do I want to do with my life? Am I acting in accordance with my values? When we're doing things that aren't in line with what we're thinking in our head, say we have all these dreams, like I want to do this and this and that, and then we're doing something else, hence speaking of like a lot of what people are doing today, working 9-to-5 jobs, being in majors they don't enjoy, being in jobs they don't enjoy. That's pretty much that. That's why so many people are so anxious. You know, they're not doing what they want to do. Obviously, there's much other reasons, but that's one thing. You want to sit back and think to yourself, okay, what do I want to do with my life? And this is the part where the Iroh quote comes in. This is where having an open mind and open heart comes in. Remember the Sokka video I put out? This is not simply being open-minded about cultures or other people. Open-mindedness comes with everything in life, because remember what I said, it was putting your guard up or down. And that is accordance with fear. And thinking about what you really want to do in life and making decisions, that's scary. Even if they seem really big on the surface or they seem really small. You have to have an open mind and have an open heart to face the emotions that you're going to face head on. And when you're there, think about what changes that you want to make. And this is the part where the fear comes in. You have to face it. Be honest with yourself. Be brutally honest. Don't sugarcoat things. If you aren't doing something you want to do and you've been acting out of alignment, be honest with yourself. That's okay. It's easy to fall into thought patterns. That's what the comfort zone is. It's easy to not realize that you're in that. So when you're at that point, okay, I'm not acting in the way I want to act. And if I want things to be a way that I want them to, I have to start doing it. Baby steps. It's all baby steps. You have to work towards it slowly. I know society, in self-help community, we like to say, oh, I want to make this radical change. I want to quit my job, quit my 9-to-5, start my business. You have to start small. And that's how you're going to overcome this fear. And you're still going to be fear even with the small steps, honestly. And that's why you gotta have the open mind, open heart. You gotta face it head on and know that what you want to do. When you know what you want to do in your life, when you're passionate about that and you're so dead set on it, that strong foundation, like the fear is gonna come, like that's inevitable. When you're doing what you really want to do, fear is gonna come with anything. But when you're so dead set on it and you're so passionate about it, you really want to do it, you're gonna be fine because you have that confidence and conviction in yourself. So at that point, you got it. I think it's also important to understand what the fear is. So I was having a moment where I was afraid and I wasn't sure about the future, and I meditated. And it's funny, you learn all this stuff about meditation and how the world works. And when I did it, I remembered, the mind, the chimp parts of our mind, there's lower self parts of our mind that want comfort. That's what it is. We cling to that. We cling to desires. We cling to junk food. We want to be comforted and have that short-term gratification now. But when you realize that okay? It's just the mind wanting to cling to comfort. And that's okay, because the true part of you, the true human part of you, that's not bogged down by the past conditioning of the world, all your childhood traumas and all that, you are at peace. I know it's hard to believe that because so many of us are so anxious and afraid. But the reality is, you can approach things so peacefully and so calm. And when you meditate and you look around and you realize everything's okay. And then that's how you make the right decisions. You can't make the decisions for your entire life when you're anxious and you're freaking out. That's not how you want to do it. So that's why you gotta be in that right mindset. Fear is just the mind clinging to comfort. It wants that comfort. You gotta realize, just when you're aware of that, you be wise. And speaking of wisdom, being in these moments when you're afraid and uncertain, this is a good thing. Do you always want to know everything? Remember what I said in the open mind in this video? Like, people, we always want to know things. We want to know, oh, I know about this and this and that. There is so much humility and wisdom in not knowing. And you can approach this from a very radical standpoint. But in essence, when you don't know, that's how you learn. There's so many people go all their lives just coasting through entire lives, and they don't learn anything. They do the same thing every single day, and they're closed-minded because they don't want to embrace the fear. And the people who make the most in this world and who make the most impact on other people's lives, they approach fear and they face it head on. And that's how you become wise. You learn. You go with new experiences. We have all these plans about how we want to do things, and the moment they break, we freak out. What I've realized is when my plans fall through, I'm able to realize that if my plan didn't fall through, I wouldn't have been able to have that new experience and learn. So to sum it up, if you're uncertain about the future and you don't feel good about it, first of all, get present in the moment and think to yourself, what do I want to do with my life? What impact do I want to have on people's lives? How do I want to do that? And is that what I'm doing right now? And the transition for a lot of you can be hard. That's just the reality of it. But that's okay. As long as you're taking baby steps to get there and you're acting in alignment, you're going to feel so much better. And then all the fear about the future, oh, what's going to happen to me? Am I going to die? I'm going to lose my job. Am I going to be sad? Am I getting anxious? You don't worry. If you guys need help about any of these things, and you need advice, please join the Discord server, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We're here to help each other grow. With great power, there must always come great responsibility, always. We're here to help each other. You can hit me up anytime, hit me up in the lounge. I'm always there. We're having a great time. We're supporting each other. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you got some help from it. Stay safe and healthy.